Hi everyone, it's Black is Beautiful, aka Janelle. It's been a couple of weeks, I think, since my last update video, so I just wanted to come and say hello to everyone, let everyone know how I'm doing. For those of you who did see my last video and have been communicating with me on Facebook fan page, read my website, you know that I'm expecting my first baby. And I believe in my video I told you I was having a girl. Ladies, we found out that we're having a boy. so I'm not having a girl as intended or as desired. When we went for another ultrasound, our son was not as shy as he was the first time. So no girls for me. We're having a boy. But either way, it's still a blessing. I am now in my third trimester, 28 weeks, or going to be 28 weeks in just a few days. And I'm on bed rest as the doctor's request. So I'm not working, which is very difficult for my husband and I because we live in New York City, we live in Brooklyn, and it's expensive to live here, so, sorry. So not having my income is going to be tough, but we're going to make it work. So I just wanted to show you, ladies, what I've been doing to my hair. I have my hair in these really big synthetic braids. And some of you may call them the Janet Jackson braids. Some of you may call them the Solange braids. They're not as thick as Janet Jackson's braids from Poetic Justice. They're more on the side of like how Solange had her hair. I've had them in for about 3 weeks now, I think. And so you can see that there's some new growth here. And what I did with them is I just grabbed some pieces in this side and the front and over here, and then I braided them together in a large braid and left it in the back. They're very long. I'll show you and you'll get to see my bump. So they come to here, and there's my son. I'm actually in the baby's room right now, which isn't set up at all. But we still have 3 months to go, so it'll be done by then. And what I've been doing to my hair is every couple of days, I'll use this Mizani Supreme Oil. I really can't tell you ladies where to get this because it was sent to me by Naturally Curly, and I'm almost out of it. There's really not that much. You probably can't see that. And I also will spray the Mizani Detangle Leave-In Conditioner. I love this leave-in conditioner. It's a moisturizing leave-in milk. I used it on my hair when my hair was out before I put these braids in. And in my last video, I had my hair out. So I had been using the leave-in in my hair. I had been using the oil, and I had been using the Mizani shampoo and conditioner. And I don't remember the name of all the products. I also was using the deep conditioner, but if you go to my website, kinkycurlycoilyme.com, you'll see the information there. I actually had 2 posts where I listed exactly what I did to my hair for 2 weeks. I had lots of energy, and I was doing my hair on the weekend. And then I just was like, no, I can't do this anymore. It's too much. So I went and put my hair in these plaits, and I love them. I'm always playing with them. Just a few things if you decide that this is a hairstyle you want to go and do. Whenever you go get your hair braided, for the most part, they need it to be blown out. And it's just a lot easier for the braider to do your hair. So you have to be considerate, like when you go and you're getting your hair done. If you're like against blowing out your hair, then you want to speak to the person who you're going to go to ahead of time to see how that works for them. Because don't go there and get an attitude when they want to blow dry your hair straight, straighter. Because that's like a common practice. So you can do it on your own and try to get it as straight as possible using your own products and your heat protectants, or you can go and let them do it. And when they do it, they will not be gentle. They will not. And even if you do it yourself, they're going to still try to pick it out to get it a little bit straighter than you did because they think that they're better. I don't know. So it's going to be a delicate situation. You're going to be in a little bit of pain, but just make sure you do that before because it's just easier for them. You can see some of my hair is frizzing, and it's been a couple of weeks, and the detangling spray is wet. So that attributes to that. And also just, you know, friction from laying down and things like that and stuff. So imagine how worse this would look if your hair wasn't stretched a little bit. You know, they need it to be stretched so that it looks nice and neat, and it doesn't look like you've had it for a month when you just got it done. You know, they don't want that pressure on them, and you don't want that to be on you either. Secondly, there's a couple different techniques with sealing the ends. Some places will burn them, but if you don't want them burned, because when you burn them, it closes them, but then it like has that little hardness to it, and it sticks on your clothes, it sticks on other things, your scarf, your jacket. But not only that, it just doesn't look really natural. And not that you want it to look like your hair, because it's obviously not my hair, but you don't want it to look fake just because it is fake. You're paying a lot of money, so you want it to look as good as possible and as natural as possible. So you can have them seal it in water, and that's what my braider did. She sealed it in steaming hot water. She just dipped the ends in steaming hot water. This one, for instance, is braided to about here, and all of this is out. So that's just an example. I'm probably not going to wash these just because I'm very lazy, and the amount of time that it will take for these to dry with this length, I don't really have the time for that. And not that I have anything to do, but I'm just not in the mood for that. So these are probably going to be in for another month and a half, which will probably be about 2.5 months altogether, or 2 months altogether. And then I'll take it out and do something else before it's time to have the baby. Yeah, but I just wanted to update you ladies on what's been going on, and I hope everyone is doing well. I do miss you all. I've been getting a lot of the emails, and I do get your Facebook messages when you send them to me on the fan page, and I reply there. I get the YouTube messages and comments and stuff, but I don't really reply to those as much, and I do apologize. It's just that it's difficult to reply to comments on YouTube from my phone, because I have a YouTube app, and for whatever reason, like, you can't just hit reply to someone and reply like you can on the computer, and I don't really pick up the computer as much anymore, so it's really difficult to comment to someone through YouTube if they leave me a message or a comment. But I will do my best to say, you know, something if it's like an important question or something. But I got all your thank you messages. I got all your good luck messages. I got all your well wishes and God bless you. And I really appreciate it. I really love you ladies so much. I've been keeping up with a lot of you who make videos that I'm subscribed to. Even though I may not leave a comment or whatever, I like to watch the videos still. It's still a good pastime for me. What else? I think that's really it. I just wanted to check in. That's really all. And I will speak to you ladies next time. And keep me in your prayers while I'm on bed rest that my son, he's going to be a junior, that he stays in there as long as possible because we need him to be strong and healthy. All right. Love you ladies. Mwah.